Welcome back to an episode of Reform the Formula Right, aka the Formula Amplify, aka this from Peace and Love to Community. And today's episode, we're going to be talking about Maryland and how it became to be. It's a must to know where you live and the story of where you live and the surrounding areas. Those energies still exist and can affect you today. So now, let's take a look. It's important to understand that when the European settlers first arrived in the early 17th century, that this land was already inhabited by over 8,000 natives, whom of which comprised of over 40 different tribes. Conflict soon arose between both sides, wars broke out, and later treaties were signed to where some natives stayed and some natives migrated to other colonies. Later on in 1631, on Kent Island, the first trading post was established in Maryland. Now, during that time, Britain was sending over Africans as slaves, so it's accounted for that between the 1600s and the 1800s that Britain had sent over 2.5 million slaves throughout Americas and other countries. With that being said, Maryland was known as one of the biggest trading colonies during that time, and they were known for trading flour, tobacco, as well as other products. Nevertheless, while European colonists or settlers were attempting to settle in lands that were new to them, they brought with them indentured servants. Indentured servants are individuals who are not free and who are not slaves, and who are working to claim their freedom from their oppressors. Now, one of those individuals that traveled during the expedition to Lord Baltimore was Matthias de Sosa. Now, he worked and ended his indenture and became known as one of the documented first blacks in Baltimore, and he later participated in Maryland's colonial assemblies. Keep in mind that even though he earned his freedom and indenture in 1638, slavery was not abolished until about over 200 years later in 1864. It's also important to know that during the late 19th century in 1861 that the first bloodshed of the Civil War was shut into Baltimore. During the Civil War, one of the greatest individuals to ever exist, one of the ancestors, Harriet Tubman, was working to free slaves, and it's estimated that she freed about 200 slaves via the Underground Railroad, which trails through Baltimore and all the way up to Canada. She enslaved countless individuals, one of the pioneers of African and American history. Now, also, Frederick Douglass, former slave from Talbot County, escaped via train and became one of the international and nationally known orators and statesmen. Great ancestors came from and existed in Maryland. It's important to embrace that energy and use it to inspire yourself and inspire others to make amazing and uplifting changes in the community and continue to spread that peace and love. And one love, peace up, and love y'all. And tune in to Ryan Island W on YouTube for the full episode.